So be it, Jedi.
What's going on, guys? Back in another video. As many of you may know, and if you don't know, you're about to know. Last year, 2023, because it's now 2024, I took my first steps into the big boy collecting and started collecting Hot Toys 1/6 scale figures. Now, this is for me, this has to be a very selective niche of collecting because, the figures are exorbitantly expensive compared to other things. So because of that, I have to be more picky and choosy about what I want and kind of be more calculating. So obviously, a lot of what's available I'm not really interested in. So aside from the handful of figures that I purchased from Sideshow, I'm going to have to start collecting backwards. And I know I'm kind of breaking my own rule about that, but I'm a hypocrite. Don't take my advice. So because of that, I am slowly trying to narrow down certain figures that I would like. Eventually, I would like to get all my eggs in one basket and get my shit figured out and have my display cabinet put together. But that's a story for another video. As of now, I'm sort of just collecting Clone Wars prequel era figures. I do have the Thrawn from Ahsoka pre-ordered because, it's Thrawn. I love Thrawn. So we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But because I'm only collecting Clone Wars era, prequel era figures, there are certain ones you kind of need for the representation. So if you don't know, I have a handful. Your main hitters, your Anakin, your Ahsoka, Rex, Maul, what have you. I just received Cad Bane in the mail today, which is an outlier, but you'll see later on. So look, stay tuned for the unboxing and review of that. Anyway, to get to my list at this point, I would like to have Count Dooku. I would like to get him in the foreseeable future. You can't have a prequel Clone Wars era display without Count Dooku. Now, he does command a high price on the secondary market, so finding him in good condition and a good price is going to be the main deciding factor. If you've seen this figure, the head sculpt is probably one of their best. The tailoring is great. It's overall great figure. So Count Dooku is on that list for sure. Next, I would like to have Yoda from Attack of the Clones. Well, that's how he's marketed. This figure just looked great. As I said with Count Dooku, it's kind of hard to have a prequel Clone Wars era display without Yoda. He's the GOAT for a reason. Not really. He was kind of naive and dogmatic, and he deserved what he had coming. Then, this is one that's kind of like I'm on the ropes about, the Bad Batch. I love the Bad Batch, love the first two seasons, love the Clone Wars. As many of you may know, and if you don't, I've been talking about it for like 5 minutes now. But there's a sticking point. It's a big investment. It's kind of like an all or nothing sort of thing for me. Two of them are currently available on Sideshow, which you could always find them cheaper on the secondary market. I recently just passed on a really good deal on Tech and Echo. Honestly, not Tech and Echo, Hunter and Echo. I'm not kicking myself about it because eventually I'm going to get to my point. Can't really have one without all of them. So if you want to invest, upwards of $1,500, $1,600 and to get all these figures, which one of them just released, that being Wrecker, Tech is still not released, and Crosshair is out of stock on Sideshow. So because of that, you're going to be paying double almost what he goes for. So that's another thing, is availability, supply and demand. I don't know if I really want to commit to those figures, but I know that once they're gone, people are going to want them all, and you're going to see listings of all, 5 characters. I would bet people are going to be wanting $2,000 plus for all of them. Something insane. So it's either like pick them up as you go and hope you can find a good deal on the figures that are out of stock, or wait and maybe not be able to get them for a decent price at all. So kind of on the ropes about that. We'll see, I guess. That's also a lot of real estate in your display. You're looking at 5 figures. Other figures that are yet to be released, I'm kind of going to exclude these, but I will include 2 that I do plan on picking up once they're released, because you kind of gotta. That would be Clone Wars Obi-Wan Kenobi. Not too crazy on this head sculpt, but it does look better than the Revenge of the Sith Obi-Wan, and it's good enough. I mean, it's not bad by any means. And another one, Mace Windu. Another head sculpt that could probably use some work, but I mean, nobody's going to look at that and not recognize that it's Samuel L. Jackson as Mace Windu. And the cool thing about that is he does get, you could display him in his normal robes, but it comes with Clone Wars switch out armor. So those two figures I definitely will be picking up when they release. As of now, I only have 2 pre-orders. So we shall see. Those are just the ones that are kind of on my mind at this point in time. Of course, I would like to have some clones, like 2, maybe 501st Troopers, maybe just the normal shinies. But I'm kind of trying to focus on named characters at this point in time, just because those also command a high price because of availability, and there's no way I'm going to justify spending $300 on a clone with no head sculpt, So we'll wait for the re-release. We'll wait for the 2.0s or whatever, or we'll just wait until we get all the named, A-tier figures out of the way. But those are my plans for Hot Toys collecting in 2024 at this point in time. I'm kind of like Katy Perry. I'm hot and cold, and some days I feel different ways for different things. So we'll see. As I said earlier, stay tuned for the Cad Bane unboxing and review. That'll be coming soon. And yeah, thanks guys. Hope we have a great year. Look forward to seeing you and all your friends, your mother, your brother, and your sister. Bring them all. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, check out more videos, and we'll see you in the next one.